Hey guys, this is the Gear Up Show, and today we're going to be taking a look at supplies by Vessel, a super cool company that makes some really neat outdoor camping equipment.
Yeah, very unique camping equipment.
Yeah. So do you want to tell the folks a little bit about the Vessel?
Yeah, so Vessel products are flashlights that have different survival tools inside of them, survival and camping tools.
Yep.
The supplies is kind of like the buffet of survival tools that you might expect to find.
Kind of everything you would need for camping or
I think it's
being lost.
It's one of your plane crashes.
Yeah, and don't sell short the compass. Very important part of the Vessel. Every Vessel comes with the flashlight on one side and compass on the other, and then kind of it's just a waterproof tube that's got all the sort of accessories that you would want inside of it.
It's about as hefty, I would say, as a maglite.
Yep.
The big, like giant, like old copper movies.
Right.
Maglites, about that diameter.
Yeah.
And you could, I think, whop someone if you really needed to with this.
And it's just really well built. One of the things that strikes me about it is just the finish. It's super nice. It just looks like a anodized silver finish with some nice knurling for details and just really nice sharp graphics. They got a cool logo and all that. So it looks really neat. Even the button has some little texture to it. So they've kind of really worked out the details. So I just want to just get into the flashlight a little bit. This is the original supplies, and this has 3 modes. It's just high, low, and SOS. Which
actually an SOS.
Yes, it is.
It's not just a strobe.
So high is at 200 lumens, which is bright. I mean, it's not outer-worldly bright, but it's bright enough to be walking in the woods at night, and it also will make your batteries last longer. I think it's got a 40-hour battery life. So, and they're replaceable batteries, not rechargeable. All right, you want to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Literally?
Yes, literally get into it. So it screws, the top screws off. Of course, you can also screw off the bottom so that you can order things the way you want to. And the first thing that you're gonna find, the first thing that you're gonna find in the Vessel is this handy dandy instruction manual for not dying in the wilderness.
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny.
What does this say? It says, within this Vessel are some essential tools for self-preservation. However, the most important aspect of survival is the ability to keep a positive attitude.
Yeah.
Each one of these is a different capsule, which we'll show you in a second, within the Vessel, and it explains to you how to use it again in the survival scenario where you're just trying to get out of a forest that you're trapped in.
Right, yeah. So it's sort of like part instruction sheet, part like learning guide on how to do that.
Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff is
feels like
fairly
you're
interesting.
in the Boy Scouts or something.
Yeah, it feels like kind of Boy Scouty.
Yeah, so it's small enough you can commit this to memory and then hide it in a safe, secure place.
But just in case they can't read it from there, it's like how to use a mirror to signal to a plane.
Right.
How to use the saw so that you can make firewood.
Yeah, how to set up like a bow wire saw.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
How to use a VGA cable.
Or a Band-Aid.
Yeah, or a Band-Aid, either way.
All right, what else is in here, Aaron?
So the next thing that you're gonna find, it's a nice candle.
Yep.
Obviously, if you're trying to
this is more for, those romantic
night
survival situations.
When
a
lot of people don't understand that when you're just trying to survive in the forest, one of the things you miss most from home is the ambiance.
Yes, cool candle. It's a candle.
So this is going to be the first actual capsule that comes in here, and it's going to be can opener and water purification. So these are all kind of pull or screw off.
Honestly, without knowing exactly what the rest of the things are, the water purification is probably the most important thing you're gonna need. It's like the first thing you're gonna want to use.
Back to the can opener, they have the old US military style, is how I would describe this.
P32 or something. But yeah, little can opener, aqua tablets. All right, what's next?
Next up, we have the mirror and the fire starters. So it comes with these matches and the striker for them is on the inside cap.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then these are fire starters, obviously. And then on the bottom of it, they have glued, I assume, a mirror. And so the mirror is what you use to signal to, I don't know if that's...
Well, it's got a little plastic protective piece on it.
Oh, snap.
So leave that on until you're ready to signal the plane.
I did not notice that. So that's pretty cool. Next. Trail markers and whistle.
The whistle I get, the trail markers, I don't know.
I like the trail markers, but they're for you.
Yeah. Oh, so you can find your way back?
Well, no, so that you keep going in the same direction.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, you just see a bunch of trees.
Right.
People will end up if you're not navigating with the sun,
right,
like tracking east and west, you can veer, and then ultimately trails might lead you in a loop.
Yeah.
And so people have used these before, and
there's actually different colors on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. There's orange and white, and I'm sure that signifies something. I don't know what it is though.
Of course, they have the whistle. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
What's next?
Next we have.
Wait for it. Drum roll.
Yeah.
Fishing tackle.
Fishing tackle.
All right, let's
So
check
this
it.
is pretty much a standard. It's pretty standard for tackle. You got line, you got hooks, you got bait.
You got line, hooks, and bait. You don't have to get your hands dirty digging for worms.
Oh, and weights.
Oh, and weights. Yeah. So you got your hook, line, and sinker. All right, everything you need for fishing except the pole. You can use a stick for that.
Well, they actually show them not even using. They show them just using the line.
Just do it with your hands.
Yeah, just.
Yeah.
And so that then when they catch, you just.
I normally don't even use a hook. I just reach
Yeah,
in
you
and
just
grab
reach in.
like a bear.
Sushi. Next we have.
We've got to be getting to the end. There's a lot of stuff.
You would think so. It's like a clown car of survival gear. They have rope and razor blade. Now the rope, this is even cool. This really doesn't look like it should fit, but
That's, yeah.
it's like
rope.
it's a spool of rope, which is really cool.
Very thin but strong.
Dude, yeah, feel it.
Yeah.
There's some way. I mean, like that's.
we should-
We're gonna have B-roll showing like how
Yeah.
strong this is. You can
Text
like
the tensile strength.
if you want to, make your campsite bear-proof. You want to hang whatever food you've caught, and then it's just a sort of typical utility blade.
Yep, what else?
Next, it's a wire saw. So this actually, again, doesn't seem like it should fit.
So this is, this to me is an awesome piece of equipment to have. Your other alternative is to carry a hatchet. But these wire saws really work, and this looks like a nice one because it has these little strappy handles, pretty long. They've got it shown that you can stretch it between like a bow and use it like a saw, or you can just wrap it around like a tree limb and just pull. Okay, this may take a little while to pack.
Well, no, that's one of the points that we want to touch on though. With some of these items, it can be really difficult to get them back into the canisters because Vessel is trying to pack them. They're just trying to be really efficient with their use of space, so
they've professionally packed them.
So there's not a ton of room for error. But Mike seems to be doing a pretty good job.
I think I may have. Oh yeah, I got it. Trick with the saw is to coil it tighter than you think you need it, and it'll uncoil itself.
There you go. I'm gonna call that close enough. And now this is the last item.
Okay.
It is first aid.
All right, that's so small.
It is so small.
What could possibly be in there?
A ton of stuff. This is the only one, by the way, that's a screw top. The other ones are just kind of pull tops.
Okay.
This one, there's only one way for these things to go in. So you're gonna get medical tape for medical uses only. You get aspirin, you get antiseptic wipes. They tightly pack a bundle of Band-Aids, and then you get some safety pins. But again, if there's something more specific to your, medical history or whatever, if you have asthma, you could probably fit. You could fit an inhaler in there. If you have particular medication you take, you can put them extra reserves in here, whatever. So this is my favorite part, Mike, is putting the little canisters back in because
Better than taking them out.
Better than taking them out, Mike.
All right.
Because it has been like precision cut so that when you put them in,
Oh, that's nice. Nice and smooth.
they like fly down. They're like floating down.
Yep. So that's Supplies by Vessel. Super cool product. This isn't necessarily an EDC thing, but really
It
cool.
kind of depends on the lifestyle that you're leading. I think that this could reasonably replace a maglite. I think it has like 40 hours
Yeah.
before you have to recharge the batteries.
Well, what I like about it is it's a lot of things in a really small, compact space, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, you may not use all these things all the time, but you might use one or two or three, and you never know which one. So the fact that they've packed it all so compactly, and that's all you have to carry, it's kind of nice for me. Either just if you're doing a quick day hike or keeping it in your car, like we said.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. That was just our exploration of Supplies by Vessel. It's a great product. This is the original one. I believe they have a new one out now.
They've got a new one coming out soon, but check out the original one at original pricing, which is the new one, at levergear.com.
Levergear.com. We'll see you next week, guys.
Cheers.
And now we have an empty vessel.
Been called that before.
Now, much like my soul at this point in my life, we have an empty vessel.
Yeah. fill it with pills or
yeah, you know, whatever kind
whatever
of
you might want to put in a watertight canister.
You know what? You put it in there.
The woods.
No, you put it. Forget about it. No one knows what's in there. What are you, a police officer? You're gonna get a search warrant for my vessel?